desert wine, you make me warm inside.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm making a handbag and I thought I would take you guys along with me. I haven't filmed a video for this channel in a very long time, and this video is kind of, I don't know how it's going to turn out or if I'm even going to upload it. I'm really going to have to see how the bag turns out in the end. I've never made a bag before. This is my first time making an actual bag that's not a tote bag, so I don't really know what I'm doing. And with the measurements for this bag, I did do a lot of guesswork, so like I'm hoping everything fits and is perfect, but I don't really know since, again, this is my first time making it, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Hopefully good. So in the video I'm going to be showing you all the pieces that I'm going to be working with, and like with my other videos, I will pop up on the screen the measurements I'm going to be using. If I do feel like any of the measurements need changing once, you know, I get into the whole process of making it and I see, okay, this needs to be changed, you know, this needs to be a little bigger, a little smaller, I am going to add all those changes into the measurements that are going to be on the screen, so you won't have to like go back and look at the measurements that I've given and then add those changes yourself. I'll just add them for you and you can just copy off that. Let's head into the video and I'm just going to quickly show you everything you're going to need to make this bag. So the supplies you're going to need are, firstly you're going to need a material for the outer section of the bag. I'm going to be using this sort of, it's florally leafy pattern that I got at the fabric store a couple months ago. I think this was last winter, and this is from a very like just heavy duty cotton material. And then for the inside of the bag I'm just going to be using the exact same material, but it's just plain white for the inside. Don't know if that was such a great idea. Probably should have gone for a darker colour since I do get a lot of ink stains in my bags, but I'm just gonna go with the white for now since I don't have another fabric. I'm also going to be using 2 wooden handles. I'm using these bamboo ones which I got at my fabric store. You're going to need some pins, thread, scissors to cut out your pieces, and your trusty sewing machine. With this you can definitely make this bag without a machine. You can hand sew, it just will take you a lot longer obviously. And those are all the supplies that you're going to need. So next is the measurements of each piece. These are the pieces you're going to need for the side of the bag, for the front section, and you're going to need 4 pieces in total. So you're going to need 2 of the pattern pieces and 2 of the white pieces. So I just have these pinned together, so I have the white on this side and then the pattern on this side, and it's the same with this square as well. And I just did this so they wouldn't get all jumbled up in my sewing corner. But basically you just want 4 pieces like this, so 2 of the pattern pieces and 2 of the white pieces. So I'm going to pop up the measurements that I'm going to be using. These are the pieces that are going to be needed for the sides of the bags, and I just cut out 4 pieces again, 2 of the pattern pieces and then 2 of the whites. Just like with the squares, I've just pinned everything together, but you're just going to need 2 of the pattern pieces and 2 of the white pieces again. And I'm going to pop up the measurements for you now. These pieces are going to be at the very bottom of the bag, and these are actually the same size. This one's just a little more bunchy because I had to pin it. So I had some leftover fabric that I didn't want to waste, so I'm just going to sew this along here, and it's just going to make, once it's obviously sewn together and flattened better, it's going to look exactly like this piece. If you don't want to do that, you can just cut out a normal piece like this for your pattern piece. I just, again, didn't want to waste this fabric, so that's why I'm just using these scraps. But basically they're the exact same size, and these are going to be at the very bottom of the bag. So I'm going to pop up the measurements so you can copy that down. And now this piece, this is going to be for the handles, and again, this is sort of like a trial. I don't know if this is going to look really nice or not, but I just used squares to put inside the handles, and it looked really nice with the fabric all bunched up, so I wanted to give that a go. So I have 2 squares. Again, I just pinned them together, so just 2 pieces of the patterned fabric, and you're just going to need 2 squares like that. And I'm going to pop up the measurements so you can see them. So before I start sewing the bag together, the first thing I'm going to do is get that fluff out of my face. Just quickly go over all the sides with a zigzag stitch, since it is starting to fray a little. And yeah, I don't want it to come apart once I actually finish the bag. So we're going to just go along with the zigzag stitch. If you have a serger, maybe serge those edges. I don't have a serger or those like those chunky scissors. Maybe that would actually stop the fraying too. So either go over it with a serger, or when you cut out the pieces, use the chunky scissors. I don't have either one, so I'm just going to go over it with a zigzag stitch, and hopefully that keeps all the pieces together and it stops it from fraying. So I'm just going to quickly do that, and then we're going to go into the actual construction portion of the bag. Okay, so I've finished adding a zigzag stitch to all the edges on all the pieces, and now what I'm going to be doing is putting together all the white fabric and putting together all the pattern fabric, and I'm going to sew everything together. So I made the bottom a little too wide and a little too thick, so I'm going to have to take that in a little, both with the white fabric and with the pattern fabric.
I want to talk to you. Not now, later. No, now.
You never wanna pick up. You never wanna do the things that are inconvenient. Please. You say you're gonna pull up, but I know you only come if you think that makes us even. If I would've stayed till you're okay, I know by now. You tell all your friends that I'm obsessed, now let's get real. But what is it you want? You want me here, but back up a little. So I give you space just like you said, and now I'm evil. Bow 3 times, grab a protractor, measure distance between us all. Always ask first in the call, Mr. Rogers, if you're drinking from the well. I'm suburbanly suburban, in case you couldn't tell. With my shell with the belt, grab it real good. Keep my pants far from hell, looking real good. Got me wrapped up in a bow, Orient flow. Well, minor episode I end it with. If I would've stayed till you're okay, I know by now. You tell all your friends that I'm obsessed, now let's get real. But what is it you want? You want me here, but back up a little. So I give you space just like you said, and now I'm evil. How you gonna leave me now, sure. If I could do anything now, baby, maybe I would kick you out like you laid on rent now. If I could say anything now, baby, maybe I would cut my phone, leave you on your own now. Leave me on my own now. I don't wanna lose my grounding, so you catch me not responding. And I press my lips together so you don't find any answers. I've been on my phone 6:30, can't be texting you this early, 'cause I fall too fast and lose myself, and I want this to last. My friends, they see the patterns. I say it's different, but it's only faster. How do I tell them? I don't wanna lose my grounding, so you catch me not responding. And I press my lips together so you don't find any answers. I've been on my phone 6:30, can't be texting you this early, 'cause I fall too fast and lose myself, and I want this to last. My friends, they see the patterns. I say it's different, but it's only fair. faster. How do I tell them that you're the exception without repeating or just second guessing? 4 weeks in, I know I'm sinking. Yeah, I'm falling, yeah, I'm deep in. You're not giving me a reason. Yeah, I'm falling, yeah, I'm deep in. So I'm thinking that we should end it before I go and sabotage it. And we weren't even together, so I don't need any closure. But I've been on my phone 6:30. Can't be texting you this early. But I fell too fast and lost myself, and I just want you back. I don't wanna lose my grounding, so you catch me not responding. And I press my lips together so you don't find any answers. I've been on my phone 6:30. Can't be texting you this early, 'cause I fall too fast and lose myself, and I want this to last. I don't wanna lose my grounding, so you catch me not responding. And I press my lips together so you don't find any answers. I've been on my phone 6:30. Can't be texting you this early, 'cause I fall too fast and lose myself, and I want this to last. My friends, they see the patterns. I say it's different, but it's only faster. How do I tell them? I don't wanna lose my grounding, so you catch me not responding. And I press my lips together so you don't find any answers. I've been on my phone 6:30. Can't be texting you this early, 'cause I fall too fast and lose myself, and I want this to last. My friends, they see the patterns. I say it's different, but it's only faster. How do I tell them that you're the exception without repeating or just second guessing? 4 weeks in, I know I'm sinking. Yeah, I'm falling, yeah, I'm deep in. You're not giving me a reason. Yeah, I'm falling, yeah, I'm deep in. So I'm thinking that we should end it before I go and sabotage it. And we weren't even together, so I don't need any closure. But I've been on my phone